What up, guys? Nick here, bringing you a brand new Bitcoin video. And today, I got a story to tell. So, basically, I'm going to be telling about how I even got into Bitcoin and how I managed to make $2,000 off of it in roughly 3 months. I think a little less or maybe a little more, give or take a few days. So, this is the story, alright? So, I learned about Bitcoin I remember it was around Christmas time when my friend he was gambling. He was doing sports gambling, and I'm 16 for you guys that don't know. By the way, I'm 16. It was almost around Christmas time. It was like December like 15th. It was something around there, right? And my friend was doing sports gambling, and he was talking about, I think it was on Nitrogen Sports, and you could use Bitcoin as a way to gamble. You can use it as a deposit method, and so that's what he was doing, and he was telling me about it. You could use Bitcoin. There's no registration, right? Because that was the whole thing. We're underage, so we couldn't sign up on like a real site. So we got started with that, and that's basically how I got into it. I tried to get my first Bitcoin, and that's how I signed up on Coinbase. I got verified and stuff like that. So this is so on the chart here, right? So this is exactly where I got into Bitcoin, right here at 790 per coin. So let's see, it was December 18th, so around that area, right? 790. So I've been through, the China collapse where it collapsed hundreds of dollars within, I remember I was in school, right? And I opened up Coinbase, this was when I first learned about it, so I was pretty addicted to it. I opened up Coinbase, and the price was down like $200 in an hour, and my heart just sank because I'm gonna get into it, how much Bitcoin I had, etc. But I remember, I'll never forget that, man. I opened up Coinbase and it said like down $200 on an hour, and like in the last few minutes, and I was like, holy shit, like I didn't know what to do. I couldn't do it all in class, because it was crazy, man. So I learned about Bitcoin right here around 790 per coin. I'll show you guys my history just so I can prove it to you. Yeah, I think, okay, so it's in here. Let me go to the first page. So as you can see, I bought my first bit of Bitcoin. It was $10 total at 780 and 790. So the cheapest Bitcoin I've ever bought was $780, which is just crazy because we might never even see that again. Now it's at like 1250. Even after the ETF. So 780 was when I first bought it. Right, I bought a few bucks, and I remember seeing my balance grow like a few cents. Right, and that really, like, I was like, wow, this could actually be a good investment for me. This could be a huge chance for me to make some money. I had tons of money saved up from working. I've had some old YouTube channels that I did really well off of. I made some good money off that. And I've never been like a big spender. I never like spending money on, like clothes and like, just stuff like that. I've kind of learned those lessons in the past, and I really want to start saving up money. So I've had all this money, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start dumping money into this, and hopefully, I saw the potential in Bitcoin. I wasn't just dumping money to it. I learned about it, and now I know so much about it in just 4 months time, right? So as you can see, I bought my first two Bitcoin here at $830. That's crazy to even think about now. Wow, that's crazy. So I bought, as you can see, okay, so this is what happened. Yeah, let me go back. So I bought this first coin here at hold on, let me go back to the first page. Let's see. So I bought the first Bitcoin at 816, right? And I remember seeing the price go up like $20, and I was thinking to myself, wow, I just made $20, right? If I sold it right now. And then that's when I bought my second coin, as you can see, at 832, about $20 up or so. So I was like, wow, like, see, as you can see, it was on the same date. So I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. And then I started buying, little bits of coin, little bits, right? As you can see on the next page here, I was buying, some in the 900s, 900s, just a couple bucks, adding it up, $100, here and there. And then this is when I bought another coin. I bought 1.2 Bitcoin at 835. So I was doing the market well. Over here it was around 920. It got all the way up to 980, and when it dropped, I bought another Bitcoin. I kept adding to my portfolio, and long story short, I got up to 5.2 Bitcoin. That's the most Bitcoin I've ever had, was 5.2. At the moment, I don't have as much because I haven't reinvested into a lot of different mining projects, and I'll get into what happened to the other parts of it. So I kept adding on, and I got up to 5.2 Bitcoin. And the other day before the ETF decision, I sold most of that Bitcoin, profiting roughly $2,000 within 3 months. And I'm 16 years old. By simply getting in on something considerably early. Being through the China crash, the ETF crash, being through all these different crashes, holding Bitcoin, which everyone says to do, man. And this time it really showed me. It taught me patience. It taught me that it just taught me to really it taught me a lot of things. Bitcoin has really taught me a lot of things about money, charts, and just a lot of stuff I'll use for the rest of my life. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all the money I made off cryptocurrency, and that's pretty much it. I turned $800 bitcoins, $700 bitcoins, $900, all in those ranges. I've only bought over $1,000 bitcoins for stuff like mining contracts and stuff that I reinvested. So I mean, all the Bitcoin I've ever held and made money off of, I bought it all in the 7, 8, 9s, and I got in before, I guess, the big boom, I guess you could say, before the media really started picking up on it recently. So that's my story, guys. If you have any questions, maybe stuff I might have missed out on, if it didn't sound all correct, leave a comment. I'll respond. If you guys want to ask anything, I'm always responding to comments. So that's my story, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you maybe learned something from it. Hope it was entertaining. And that's it, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.